राजन सर बस 1 मिनट में स्टार्ट कर देना। Good morning, student. Today we are going to revise chapter number 3, fiber to fabrics, and chapter number 4, heat. Okay, so let's start revision of chapter 3 and chapter 4. So question number 1, chapter 3, question number 1. You must be familiar with the following nursery rhyme. One nursery rhyme is there. Baba black sheep, have you any wool? Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. So the question are, which part of the black sheep have wool? So fleece of sheep have wool. Fleece means the hairy part. The hair of black sheep have wool, and that is known as fleece. Second question, what is meant by white fleece of the lamb? White fleece, the hair of the lamb from which we obtain wool is known as fleece. So question can be asked in the form of MCQs. What is meant by fleece? Hair, skin, leg, eyes. So which part is the fleece? Hair. Hair is a fleece. So always remember, student, there will be 50 MCQs question. So these type of question can be converted into MCQs. So be prepared for that. Question number 2. The silkworm is a caterpillar, B a larva. Choose the correct option. So it is already a multiple choice question. A only larva, B only caterpillar, C both A and B, and the fourth part neither A nor B. So which one is the correct? Third part is the correct. Silkworm is a caterpillar and larva both. Which of the following does not yield wool? Yield means give. Which of the following does not give wool? So which one will not give wool? First option yak, B camel, C goat, D woolly dog. So woolly dog will not give any type of wool. What is meant by the following term? Rearing, shearing, and sericulture. Okay, so three definitions are there. Rearing, to breed and look after animal on a farm by providing them food and shelter. This process is known as rearing. To breed and look after animal on a farm by providing them food and shelter. So we take care of the animal, we give them food, we give them shelter. This process is known as rearing. Then shearing, the fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from its body. That process is known as shearing. So we remove the hair of a sheep along with its skin, a thin layer of skin. That process is known as shearing, means cutting off hair of sheep for obtaining wool. That process is known as shearing. Sericulture, the rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Question number 5. Given below is a sequence of steps in the process of wool, processing of wool. So you have to complete the missing terms. You have to write the missing term. Shearing, then there will be scoring, means the removal of, means washing of that sheared skin. Then sorting, after that picking out of burr, then dyeing into various color, and the last step is rolling into yarn. So this is the proper sequence of the step in processing of wool. Question number 6. You have to sketch the 2 stage in the life history of the silk moth which are directly related to the production of silk. Directly related to the production of silk. So the first step is silkworm. The second is cocoon with developing moth. These are the 2 steps of life history of silkworm which are directly related to production of silk. Question number 7. Out of the following, which are the 2 terms related to silk production? Directly related to silk production: sericulture floriculture, moriculture, apiculture, or and silviculture. So out of these, only sericulture and moriculture, these are directly related to silk production. What is sericulture? Rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk. What is moriculture? Cultivation of mulberry plants for harvesting leaves. For harvesting leaves to be used for the silkworm. Because we know that what is the food of silkworm? Leaves of mulberry tree. Leaves of mulberry tree. So we can cultivate that plant, that tree of mulberry, and this process is known as moriculture. Sericulture is dependent on moriculture. Scientific name of mulberry is Morus alba. Morus alba. That is why to produce or cultivate the mulberry tree is known as moriculture. In question 8, there is match the column, but this question can be asked in the form of MCQ. Scoring, like what is scoring? 4 option will be there, and 1 option will be cleaning seared skin. So the correct option will be cleaning seared skin. Mulberry leaves, food of silkworm. Mulberry leaves, food for silkworm. The question can be like this: mulberry leaves, food for goat, food for camel, food for silkworm. None of these. So the correct option will be food for silkworm. Yak, wool yielding animal. Yak is a wool yielding animal. Yak is wool yielding animal. So the question can be like this: from yak we obtain wool, cotton, silk, or jute. So which we obtain? We obtain wool. So prepare yourself that the every question can be asked in the form of MCQ. Every question. Okay. No question will be out of syllabus, but it will be in the form of MCQs. The question you learned will be asked, but in the form of MCQs. Now the cocoon. Cocoon gives silk fiber. Cocoon yield silk fiber. So the question can be asked like this: cocoon yield silk fiber, cotton fiber, jute fiber, none of the above. So the cocoon yield silk fiber. Okay, student, now we are going to revise chapter number 4. So now we are going to revise chapter number 4. As we have already discussed, we have already learned chapter NCERT question of chapter first in previous lecture. So we are going to revise again. Chapter number 4, heat. Question first. State similarity and difference between the laboratory thermometer and the clinical thermometer. Both clinical and laboratory thermometer have long, narrow, uniform glass tube. Long, narrow, uniform glass tube. The bulb of both the thermometer have mercury in them. Mercury in them. The bulb of both the thermometer have mercury in them. These are the similarity. Now, what are the differences? The temperature range of clinical thermometer is 35 degrees centigrade to 42 degrees centigrade, while that of a laboratory thermometer is from minus 10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade. So the question can be asked like, what is the range of clinical thermometer? 35 degrees centigrade to 42 degrees centigrade. Option B can be 30 degree to 35 degree. Option C, 10 degree to 100 degree. Option D, none of the above. So what is the correct answer? 35 degree centigrade to 42 degree centigrade, or we can say Celsius. The second question can be asked like this: what is the range for laboratory thermometer? 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Option B, minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Option C, 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. And option D, all of the above, या फिर none of the above. So what will be the correct answer? Minus 10 degree Celsius to 110 degree Celsius. So I am repeating again that the question will be in the form of MCQs, but it will belongs to these answer. जो ये क्वेश्चन आंसर आप करेंगे यहीं से क्वेश्चन बनेंगे. So be prepared. Second difference is clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of human body. However, the laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature of other objects. Again, there can be MCQs. Clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of human body. Option B, measure the temperature of object. Option C, both. Option D, none of the above. So question can be asked like this. Question 2, give 2 example each or conductor and insulator of heat. So what are the conductor of heat? What are the insulator of heat? Those substances which allow heat to pass through them are known as conductor. Example are aluminium, iron. Those substances which do not allow heat to pass through them are known as insulator or bad conductor. Example are wood, plastic. Question number 3, fill in the blanks. The hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. Hotness of object determined by its temperature. So if this question will come, this will come in a form of MCQs. The hotness of object is determined by its dash. The option 1, heat. Option B, temperature. Option C, energy. Option D, none of the above or all of the above. So which one will be the correct option? Temperature. Temperature will be the correct answer. Temperature of the boiling water cannot be measured by a dash. Cannot be measured by a dash. Clinical, laboratory, both, none of the above. So the correct option will be clinical thermometer. Temperature of the boiling water cannot be measured. Okay. And if the answer is can be measured, then it will be laboratory. Cannot be measured, it will be clinical thermometer. Boiling water temperature, we use laboratory thermometer. It cannot be measured by a clinical thermometer. Temperature is measured in degree Celsius. The question can be asked, temperature is measured in degree dash. Option A, Celsius. Option B, meter. Option C, liter. Option D, kilometer. So you will pick the correct option, and option is Celsius. So learn every question that it can be asked in the form of MCQ. Every question. No medium is required for transfer of heat by the process of radiation. The question can be like this: no medium is required for the transfer of heat by the process of conduction, B, convection, C, radiation, D, all of the above. So the correct option will be radiation. A cool steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. Cool, cold steel spoon. We know that steel is a kind of metal. It is made up of metal. Steel spoon is made up of metal. And metal are good conductor of heat. And in metal are solids. By which method heat is transferred inside the solid? By conduction, convection, or radiation? It is by conduction. In solid, heat transfer by conduction. In liquid and gases, heat transfer by convection. When no medium is required, heat is transferred by radiation. Okay. A cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. It transfers heat to the other end by the process of conduction. Because it is solid, and in solid, heat is transferred by conduction. Cloth of dash color absorb heat better than clothes of light color. Clothes of dark color. As we have already learned about light color clothes and dark color clothes, and now you are able to give that answer that dark color clothes absorb more heat Light color clothes absorb less heat. That is why we wear dark color clothes or black color clothes during winter season. And we prefer to wear light color clothes or white color clothes during summer season. During summer season, they keep us cool. And dark color clothes, black color clothes we wear in winter season, they keep us warm. That is the reason. Question number 4, it is match the following. Land breeze blows during night. So the question can be like this. Land breeze blow during option A, day, option B, night, option C, during afternoon, option D, none of the above. So land breeze will blow during night only, night. Sea breeze blow during day, sea breeze blows during day. Dark color clothes are preferred during which season? Winter season, rainy season, summer season, none of the above. So you will tick the correct on winter. Winter. Dark color clothes are preferred during winter. Light color clothes are preferred during summer. Light color clothes are preferred during summer. So student, every question, each and every question will be asked in the form of MCQs, multiple choice question. Although there is no match the column, but you cannot leave that question that, oh, this is the match the following. This will not come, but it will definitely come. The question will be in the form of multiple choice question. Okay. Yes, there will be no match the column. Match the following will not be there. But this question can be asked in the form of MCQs. ये MCQs की फॉर्म में तो पूछा जा सकता है. मैच द कॉलम नहीं होगा. Okay. So you have to learn each and every question. Now the question number 5. Discuss why wearing more layer of clothing during winter keep us warm than wearing just one piece of cloth. During winter, we prefer wearing more layer of clothing than just one thick piece of clothing because air gets trapped in between the various clothing layer. If we are using 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer, then in between each layer there will be air, and we know that air is a poor conductor of heat. So air prevent heat loss from our body. It will not allow our body heat to go outside because air is poor conductor of heat. Hence layer of clothing keep us warm than a single layer, because in single layer there is no layer of air. But when we wear 2 layer or 3 layer of clothes, in between each layer there will be air, and air is a poor conductor of heat. It prevent heat loss from our body. That is why we prefer to wear more layer of clothing which keep us warm than a single layer. Question number 6. Look at the figure. Mark where the heat is being transferred by conduction, convection, or radiation. So from the burner to the pan, it is transferred by radiation. No actual contact is there, no medium is required. Second, transfer of heat from pan to the water by conduction, because it is actual contact. Pan is in direct contact with water. So inside the pan, heat is transferred by conduction and it will reaches to the water. Now, what will happen within the water? Within the water, transfer of heat within the water is by convection, because water is a liquid, and we know very well that in liquid and gases, heat is transferred only by convection. Question number 7. In place of hot climate, it is advised that the outer wall of houses be painted white and white. Why? Why the outer wall of the house painted white in place of hot climate? In place of hot climate, it is advised to paint outer wall of houses as white, because white color, light color such as white reflect back most of the heat that fall on it. It will not absorb. Hence, a light color tends to keep the house cool. Light color tends to keep the house cool. That is the main reason. If we paint with the dark color will absorb more heat, and inside structure of our house will be warm. But in hot climate, we paint outer walls of houses as white color, because white color will reflect most of the heat, and inside of the house will be cool. So it keep the house cool. Question number 8. Okay, it will definitely come. 1 liter of the water at 30 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 liter of the water at 50 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the mixture will be. What will be the temperature of the mixture? Yes, yes, student, you know that heat will always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. So the water at 50 degree, from the water at 50 degree, heat will flow from the water at 30 degrees Celsius. So the water at 50 degrees Celsius, its temperature will be lower, and the water at 30 degrees Celsius, its temperature will rise, and it will be in between 30 and 50 degrees Celsius. So the option D is the correct answer. The temperature of the mixture will be between 30 degrees Celsius and 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now the question number 9. An iron ball at 40 degrees Celsius is dipped or dropped in a mug containing 40 degrees Celsius water at 40 degrees Celsius. The heat will flow. Yes, student, the temperature of both water and iron ball is the same. They both are at same temperature, means they are containing same amount of heat. Temperature is same. Iron ball 40 degrees Celsius, water 40 degrees Celsius. So there will be no flow of heat. There will be no flow of heat, because heat will always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. In this case, both the body are at same temperature. So option B will be the correct answer. The heat will not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball, because both the substance have the same temperature. Same temperature. This is the reason. This is the reason. Have the same temperature. But in your exam, there is no need to write the region, because there will not be any option of writing. So you will just pick at the option B, not flow from an iron ball to water or from water to iron ball. Question number 10. A wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice cream. Its other end. Yes. In previous question, there is a question when we dipped a steel spoon in a hot cup of milk. So heat is transferred by the process of conduction. But here we are taking an example of wooden spoon. Wooden. And you know very well, student, that wood is a bad conductor of heat. It will not allow heat. So it is a bad conductor. So its other end, there will be no effect at its other end. No heat will flow. So that is why option D is the correct answer. Does not become cold. And there are option of conduction, convection, radiation also. To many of the students, yes, wood is a solid substance, and in solid substance, heat is transferred by conduction. No, not in every solid substance, beta. You have to remember that only in metals, only in metal. If we take an example of rubber, rubber is also solid, plastic is also solid. No heat will be transferred, because they are bad conductor, they are poor conductor of heat. So only solid substance heat transfer by conduction. It is not the correct way to remember. Those substances which are conductor of heat and they are solid, then the heat will transfer by conduction. But wood is not a conductor of heat. Wood is not a conductor of heat. It is a bad conductor. So does not become cold. Does not become cold. Its other end does not become cold, as wood is a bad conductor of heat. Question number 11. Stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottom. आप लोग देखते हैं बहुत सारे हमारे पास पैन आते हैं, घर पे बर्तन होते हैं, नीचे से वो कॉपर के होते हैं, कॉपर की तरह से वो चमक रहे होते हैं, येलो से कलर में होते हैं, ब्राउन कलर में. तो व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर दैट? द रीजन फॉर दिस कुड बी कॉपर बॉटम मेक द पेन मोर ड्यूरेबल, मींस उनकी स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ जाती है. इट इज नॉट द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. सच पेन अपीयर ब्यूटीफुल, नो, ब्यूटीफुलनेस के लिए हम ऐसा नहीं करते. Copper is a better conductor of heat than stainless steel. Yes, this is the reason. Although both are the good conductor, copper and stainless steel, but copper is the better conductor. It will conduct more heat. It will transfer more heat. That is why the bottom of the stainless steel pan are provided with copper. Copper. So copper is easier to clean than stainless steel. No, it is not the correct option. The correct option is option number C, because copper is a better conductor of heat than stainless steel. Okay. So student, this is the revision of chapter 3 and chapter 4.